Human-computer interaction focuses on the interactions between human and computer systems, including the user interface and the underlying processes which produce the interactions. The contributing disciplines include computer science, cognitive science, human factors, software engineering, management science, psychology, sociology, and anthropology. Early research and development in human-computer interaction focused on issues directly related to the user interface. Some typical issues were the properties of various input and output devices, interface learnability for new users versus efficiency and extensibility for experienced users, and the appropriate combination of interaction components such as command languages, menus, and graphical user interfaces or GUI. Recently, the field of human-computer interaction has changed and become more devoted to the processes and context for the user interface. Functionality of a system is defined by the set of actions or services that it provides to its users.
Good day everyone, I am Michelle Puntual and we are here currently in the University of Perpetual Health System Dalma. We will ask random people about the human-computer interaction, what are their insights and their opinions about it. But first, what is human-computer interaction? It is a multidisciplinary field of study focusing on the design of computer technology and, in particular, the interaction between humans, which is the users, and computers. While initially concerned with computers, HCI has since expanded to cover almost all forms of information technology design. So, hi mom, what is your name?
I am Marianne Carpio.
I'm gonna ask you some questions now. What do you think is the advantage of human-computer interaction?
Advantages. For me, the computer revolution has brought many changes in the world, and the change involves all methods and impact, whether it is sports, airline, road camera, automobile, or enterprise, which are computers are logging in various fields. And another thing, technology plays an important role in changing our way of life. There are three inventions of human-computer interaction. For me, it's the internet, personal computer, and the web browser. And in our generation today, computers affect our day-to-day activities, from purchasing food to bill payment. And a basic goal of human-computer interaction is to improve the interactions between users and computers by making computers more usable and receptive to the user's needs. And lastly, I think mobile phones are the best communication throughout the world. Smartphones these days come with many different apps such as GPS, new application, music player, or games. And I think that's...
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we have asked someone about the advantage of the human-computer interaction. And now, let's ask another one to discuss or to share their insights or perception about the disadvantages of the human-computer interaction. So hi mom, what is your name?
I'm Sophia Aranda.
So I'm gonna ask you some questions. What do you think is the disadvantage of human-computer interaction?
So for me, the disadvantage of the human-computer interaction is that you have to teach the user what to do. Humans need to eat, sleep, take breaks, but on the other hand, computers never rest. They only need electricity and process power. So using computer can make you physically weak and lazy, because doing extra unwanted activities on computers can waste your time. By using computers for a long time, also, your blood circulation can become poor due to less physical activities. It can cause disturbance on one's meal. It can cause health problems like obesity, bad postures, aches, eye problems, and others. Also, it has a bad effect on education, especially if it is used improperly.
So now we know the disadvantages and the advantages of human-computer interaction. But we know that, but what is the type or what are the types of human-computer interactions? What's your name?
I'm Sinal Manguba.
So I'm gonna ask you some questions. What do you think are the types of human-computer interactions?
So we have 7 human-computer interactions. The first is the graphical user interface, also known as GUI, and then the second, the human-computer interaction, also known as HCI, and then third, the human-computer interface, fourth, the menu-driven interface, fifth, the voice-driven interface, sixth, the command line interface, and last, the touch native interface. So among the 7, I recommend the voice-driven interface because nowadays we use that as our voice recognition in our cell phones. We use it as our command, and by using our voice to command the computer itself. So that's all.
For you, how can a computer understand human emotions?
From my knowledge, machines basically works on the algorithms that are pre-processed in it. After feeding of algorithms, they are programmed accordingly and works in that manner. Here's an example. Nowadays, in the field of computer science, most popular emerging and trending technology comes under implementation, that is artificial intelligence. It is basically a subset of machine learning and deep learning. So AI gives you such a power to your PC and mobile devices to read your emotions by detecting your facial and as well as your speech expressions. It measures, understands, simulates, and reacts to human emotions. It's also known as affective computing or artificial emotional intelligence. Think of the way you interact with other human beings. You look at their faces, you look at their body, and you change your interactions accordingly. So we say that machines can read your emotions. If a machine is trained on the given algorithms, it is basically works on that pattern of instructions. So machine learning algorithms gives you an enhanced power to your personal computers and mobile devices to detect your emotions.
So yes, the importance of human-computer interaction and the technology increases tremendously. The goal of HCI is to improve the interaction between users and computers by making computers more user-friendly and receptive to the user's needs. That's all. Thank you.